everyone, it's Chelsea and I'm back with another video. This one is another Chelsea Tries. I want to do something different, no, kind of different. I went to the markets today with my mum, my grandmother and my aunts because it's Mother's Day. Of course, she'd go out to breakfast and all of that. And my mum and I picked up a couple of really nice lipsticks. She picked up one for herself and I picked up one for myself. So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you the sample that I got on my hand, and then I'm going to show you the actual product itself. Now, this was an as seen on TV product that I saw probably like 5 years ago or whatever. It's been around for a while, but this is the first store I've seen them in because they don't sell it in actual stores. Disclaimer, vegan friendly, not tested on animals, all of that good stuff. Not like a lot of major brands unfortunately do that, but I've got a few different products from the line, so I'll be able to test them all out today. So the product is, I'll show you guys. It's called a LipSense, as you guys can see right there. This product's been around for a while, and I really want to try it out, but I could never actually find it anywhere. No, I won't worry about it. So this is a product that I've seen for a while, and I really like getting a lot of different lipsticks because I like to change it up and all of that. I haven't been wearing lipsticks at work lately. A lot of my matte ones I think are drying out my lips, and I don't have any nice lip gloss, if that makes sense. The Thin Lizzy one that I had, the packaging broke for it, it leaked, so it leaked all in my bag, and I can't use it, stuff like that. Now, I tried on the sample, I'd say around about 25 to 12 this morning. So it's been nearly 3 hours. We're about 10 minutes off 3 hours. And this is what the sample is. So you guys can see it's really clearly defined. You can see that some of my hairs are actually stuck to my hand. That's been there for nearly 3 hours. I haven't washed my hands because I've been really worried about it. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show off the LipSense product itself. I'm going to show off. Now I have two different products. Now I'm going to show off the matte gloss that you guys can see there. And then I have a little sample product of the glossy gloss. So I'm going to try that out, and then I'm going to be using the little, they call it Oops makeup remover. It's literally just in a little tub, just like this. He really said it's just Neutrogena soap. The guy was really honest with me when I was there. He said it's just Neutrogena soap. It'll just come off with soap and water. So he was honest about it, but he also gave me a really big rundown on the company itself. He said people like Jennifer Aniston, Christina Aguilera, Oprah have used this. I don't tend to take everything they say about celebrities seriously, but I did see this next to a picture of Jennifer Aniston. I like the color; it was just really nice. And if she wasn't wearing that lipstick, they did a really good job of matching it. But the shade I am doing this in is Bombshell. You guys can see down there. I'm using Bombshell. So this is sort of a more natural to my natural lips kind of look. So I'll show you guys really quick. Spot my lips. That's what they look like naturally. And I'm also going to be taking a picture of my lips just right now, just so you guys can see the comparison between the two. So, I am going to read out the instructions I got on this little book, because I can't really use this product properly. Okay, so it says how to apply LipSense is the product, obviously. Apply to clean, dry lips. I don't have any of the liners, so I'm not going to be using that step, obviously. With lips parted, place LipSense applicator at the beginning of at the corner and spread the fluid sweeping motion to the opposite corner of the lip without lifting the applicator. Use 3 layers for long-lasting results. Let each layer dry for about 5 seconds before applying the next layer. You can use up to 3 different shades as well, so you can get a different combination look, which is awesome. It says, yeah, it can, if you use 3 different shades, you can get up to 27 different unique shades. That's kind of cool. Yeah, they called the Oops Remover. So you just apply 3 coats if you want the maximum finish, and that will give you the best results. These are all of the shades. There's so many of them. I know my thumb was covering a couple of them. The only thing I will say about this is that it does seem like it's one of those multi-marketing deals. Like, you can get in the franchise. It's just something that maybe I recommend, but I'm not here to recommend that. Let's get into applying this first coat of Bombshell. So I'm going to open it up. I've put some chapstick on my lips just because they're really dry. And if you actually have a look, I don't know if you guys, like right there, I'm sort of getting a bit of color there because I did pull off some of the skin that bled. So I've got a little bit of that going on. So, oh, there's a take off the packaging. Supposed to be a tiny, tiny seal. Ah! Come on, off you get. I'm so sad. The glue is ruining this nice packaging. Alright, there we go. There we go. It's all it's all nice and sticky now. Now it's all nice and sticky. So, without further ado, I'm gonna open up this bottle. Oh, you have to shake it for every application. So, I'm shaking. Shake for about 30 seconds. Or vigorously. I don't know. That should be long enough. It probably wasn't 30 seconds, but oh well. Alright. So when you get that bit of excess, just wipe it off onto the side. And I'm going to grab my little compact that I have right here. And I'm just going to start putting this on from the left side of my mouth over to the right. So, oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it mentions something about a tingling sensation. Yeah, I feel it. It's if your lips are dry. That is some really nice cover though. Like, it's very natural to my lips, but it looks very, very nice. Let me see if I can get the back. So I'm going to show you guys my bottom lip. This is what I've... Something just dropped. This is what I've done so far with my lip. So, don't know if you guys can see it. Let me move closer. So it is obviously a very, like, it's a natural kind of look to my skin, but I can feel it. Like, it feels very slimy almost. I don't know how to describe this. It feels kind of slimy. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to reshake it because you got to reshake it every time. This will be the only drawback is shaking it every single time, but I guess you got to make sure you get as much on there as possible. So I'm just going to reshake it just real quick. And I'm going to do my top lip, again going from left to right. Because that's what I'm more comfortable with. So, again, wipe off the excess on the top. Off that little bit too. Good thing none of that spilled out. Alright. And I'm not following exactly like how it says to do it just in one fluid motion, but sometimes it's just easier. So my bottom lip is definitely more pigmented than what my top lip is. Um, Even now you can see it, there's a little bit of color change to my lips. I actually really like this shade. It's very sort of a natural, I'm not wearing much makeup look. Like it's not like I'm going for like the red or the pink that I would usually go for. It's a more subdued kind of look to it. The only thing I will say is I don't like the tingling and I don't like how it feels kind of tarish right now, but they did say it'll go away with the gloss. So I'm hoping that that'll be the situation that happens. I'm just going to apply a second coat to my top lip. Just sort of match it up to my bottom lip because I don't feel like right now it is matching all that much. And I'll do a third coat to my top and bottom lips. So, there is the second, well, technically it's the third coat done on my lips. Now, as you can see, my bottom lip is obviously very, very shiny right now. Um, it feels very weird. It doesn't taste very nice. Um, they never claim to taste good though. That's the one thing. I will say I actually really like this color. It's a nice sort of glossy effect to my natural lip color. Um, oh, like it's a very shiny version of my natural lip color. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do on my lips. I'm gonna let this set for a little bit and dry. Should only take a few more seconds, but I'm going to put the matte gloss onto my bottom lip, and I'm going to put the glossy gloss onto my top lip. So that way we can sort of get the difference and just see which one I prefer and how different they look. Because obviously my bottom lip is more glossy than what my top lip is. So, I accidentally turned my PlayStation on. So I'm just going to open up my matte lip gloss. One thing I don't usually like is I don't usually like lip gloss. So this is going to be a big step for me. Is it going to be very, very tar like the Thin Lizzy one is? Is it going to be very um, subdued and moisturizing on the lips? Anything like that. So I'm gonna assume I'm gonna shake this as well. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna obviously just use the glossy gloss once because it's just in a little um the little open packages that look like sauce. So I'm just gonna do that once. But with this one, I can open up as many times as I want. Alright, once again, get the excess off. So I'm going to apply this to my bottom lip, and then obviously the glossy gloss is going on my top lip. so there's the bottom lip done. I know I press my lips a little bit, but I just do that naturally. It's taken away the tingling sensation, and my lips actually feel really smooth. Like, I can feel the tarriness on my top lip, and compared to that, my bottom lip actually feels really, really good. You guys probably won't be able to see it, but I'll just go in close. So there's not as much shine to it. It's pretty much the same as what the top lip is now. Obviously, like I said, it's just a very shiny lipstick, so you're gonna get that little bit of shine on there. Obviously, can't shake this one, so I'm just gonna. Oh god, struggle to rip the packaging open. Oh no, it's on my hand. Oh, of course it would be. Okay, new tactic. I'm gonna squeeze this onto my hand. Alright. It's onto the applicator. Okay, there we go. I've got it onto the applicator. I just put that on my desk. So, I'm gonna go through onto my top lip with this glossy gloss and see what it looks like. Okay, so I just put 2 coats of the glossy gloss onto my top lip. I will say, I probably shouldn't have put 2 coats on right away. It feels very, very thick. It could be maybe just I applied too much onto the applicator, just with how it came out of the packaging. But it did feel very, very thick. Like, I put a lot of product on there, but it wasn't spreading properly either. So I guess that would be one drawback to it. It does feel very. Let's put that into my bottom lip. It feels heavy. The matte one felt very, very light on my lip, but I can feel like this one is actually making my bottom lip stick to my top. Not the best feeling in the world, I'll be honest, but it feels hydrating though. Like, the matte one also feels very hydrating. Um, but I think the top one, just, I'm not digging it as much. I'll do a quick show of you guys to what they look like. I'm also going to be taking a photo so that way you guys can see both the before and the after, like before I had the lipstick on, after I do, obviously, all of that. So, as you can see, there's obviously a lot more shine going on up here, but like I said, I did have to put a fair bit on. So, what do I think of these products? I'll definitely be going for the Bombshell and the matte gloss. Not the biggest fan of the glossy gloss. I've never been a big fan of glossy lipsticks in general. Like glossy lipsticks or glosses in general. I do like matte kind of stuff. I do really like that the lipstick is pigmented and kind of shiny, but they do generally go for a more refined look that you can build upon. So that's something I really appreciate just as a consumer. It's not going to be just a bright, quick fix I can build up on it. These are meant to be long wear, and it has been, how long has it been? It's now been the full 3 hours. So it's still on my hand. It's doing awesomely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish out the cleaner, and I'm just going to take off the sample on my hand. I'm not going to do it for my lips because I want to see how long it will actually stay on my lips for. Especially since I'm having a shower tonight, and obviously I'm going to be drinking stuff. I just want to see if it's actually going to stay on for when I eat and drink. So I will be right back. I'm just going to get some water just to dip my finger and put it into this little pot. I'm back. I've just got a very small glass of water right here. It's just something simple, that's all you need. So I'm going to sit this over here on the table beside my computer because I don't want to spill this on my laptop or on my microphone. So all I'm going to do is it is just these little flakes on top and some gel underneath it as well. So I'm going to put my finger, my index finger, into the water I have here. Actually, which I've got to use my left hand. Let me just grab my left index finger. That's wet now. I'm just going to do a little bit into there. And then, so you guys can see, I'm just going to rub in tiny circles. So just really small little circles. Well, a little bit came off. I'm going to keep doing this until it comes off, so I'm going to check the time. Alright, let's keep going. I'm going to put a bit more pressure on it. And it's coming off now. So, yeah, that's pretty much all off. It's stained around my hand, but it did get the majority of this off. There are some really big bits that just have to come off on their own. So I'll just scrub them off where I can see it. They actually don't want to come off right now. Okay, so it is just this little bit that's left of my hand. If you can see the two little lines, I'll get a better view for you guys. So if you can see the two little lines here and then up here, obviously you can see there's also a little bit of discoloration around my hand. That's actually the lipstick itself. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Would I recommend getting these products? I'd recommend if you were going to get one of the LipSense colors. They have all different shades. I'll put the link down to their website below so you can check them out. They are a US company, but they do have international stores around. And I would recommend the matte gloss if you don't want something that's going to feel heavy, just because the glossy gloss did feel very, very tar-like, and I don't like that in my lip gloss. Big thank you to those who sold this to me. It's a good product. I'm definitely going to be using the shade that I've got. I don't think I'm going to run out and get a new one just because I want to use it and all of that and make sure that I'm going to get my use out of it, and then I'll go and get another one. It did all up the order cost me $60, but that was with the two main lip products, and now I got these two, the small applicator and the Glossy Gloss sample, and I got this free with it too, so I got a lot of value for that. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Make some suggestions on what I should try next on the channel. Could be a Chelsea tries, it could be something else you guys want to see on the vlog channel, let me know. Subscribe and share the video around with your friends and family, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.